Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I want to summarize the video from that video about the technology 5G that US try to take over from the China. So a battle for control over next generation cellular technology is underway. The United States and China are engaged in the first battle for dominance in the future cellular network that is a 5G. The dispute center of the 5G technology, a new industry standard that will revolutionize the connectivity. While still in the development, 5G promises a massive technological upgrade, massively increasing the speed and quality of mobile data streaming. In other words, 5G is the future and will change the way of the world was forever. However, the transition to the 5G technology requires all wireless operators to purchase new transmission equipment. And that's where the Huawei, the Chinese telecommunication company, plays a central role. Huawei is one of few companies in the world that producing the 5G compatible equipment. Huawei equipment is invaluable to network providers, but it also gives the Chinese company enormous influence. The United States' biggest concern is the security risks. The United States is a concern that relying on the Chinese-made communication equipment, such as a Huawei equipment, could pose as a national security risk. Although the company founder has denied that it was spy for the Chinese government, United States doubts remain high. So far, however, United States warnings have largely fallen on deaf ears. European allies, for example, have avoided blacklisting Huawei despite intense pressure from the White House to do so. The United States itself has few other options, such as no domestic company is producing 5G equipment on the same scale as Huawei. Therefore, some US companies are forced to turn to Europe and South Korea to meet their 5G needs. The fight over Huawei is just one aspect of President Trump's border push to pressure China's growing economy. Previously, the White House also cracked down on exports to other Chinese technology companies such as ZTE. This dispute marks a new mode of technology competition and national security and market dominance are colliding each other. So that's my conclusion about why US try to battles against China, that they want to take over, who will to take over the 5G technology. That's all from me. Thank you.